Here are 10 Marvel Legends Wolverine according to their height. First up, the shortest of them all is Toby's Weapon X Wolverine. He's so short, he barely reaches Retro Spidey's shoulders. He looks like a kid with a grown man's face right beside Retro Spidey. Here's a closer look at the figure with all the hair paintwork on the chest, arms, and also the legs. And look at the dirty hands. And here's the back of the figure. Really a lot of muscle sculpt over there. Next in line is Toby's Days of Future Past Wolverine. The figure is quite a good size taller, and the head sculpt is kind of decent, I guess. But the figure as a whole is still quite small. Next in height is the Apocalypse Wave Wolverine. He has the masked variant, which is the same exact body mold with the masked head. And from the side, you can see that the Apocalypse Wave Wolverine is just slightly taller than the Days of Future Past Wolverine. Next in line is this X-Men Classics Wolverine. I think this is one of the best tiger striped Wolverine done by Toby's. The head sculpt and paintwork is really good, except that the articulation is not that great, single hinged knee joint, and also at the back there is a gimmick. Yeah. Again, clearly from the side, you can see the X-Men Classics Wolverine is slightly taller than the Apocalypse Wave Wolverine. Next in line is the Hasbro Tiger Striped Wolverine, and following that is the Toby's Brown Suit Wolverine. These three are very close in height, but you can see the gradual increase in height between these three figures. I really like the head sculpt of this Wolverine. This Hasbro Wolverine body mold has been reused so many times by Hasbro, and this Toby's body mold is also used a few times, specifically these three Wolverines. Next up would be this 2-pack Wolverine by early Hasbro. This is definitely not the best body mold for Wolverine because it's really kind of too skinny for him, and also the head sculpt isn't really the best. There's just something about the hair or what that makes it kind of looks terrible, together with a really skinny body. Here's a side view of the two of them. And next up is the Pack Wave Wolverine. Just slightly taller than the early Hasbro 2-pack. I actually like this Wolverine body mold. Not too short, at the same time not too tall. Especially when you compare with Retro Spidey over here. In the comics, he's been drawn to be a bit short and at times also slightly taller. So for me, this is kind of the middle ground. And I like this body mold, although the articulation isn't really as good as this newer Hasbro Wolverine. And here's two other Wolverine which uses the same body mold as the Pack Wave Wolverine. And finally, the two tallest Marvel Legends Wolverine that we've gotten. Runners up is this Series 3 Wolverine, which has an unmasked head re-release in Series 6 with the same exact body mold. And for the tallest Wolverine Marvel Legends figure, it's Toby's House of M Wolverine, undisputedly the tallest among them all. And here's a closer look at the House of M Wolverine, kind of in a bad condition for this figure of mine. The eyes are kind of blacked out instead of having the normal eyes. Here's a side view of the figures according to height. You can really see the gradual increase in height from the Toby's Weapon X Wolverine all the way to the Toby's House of M Wolverine. Of course, these are not the only Wolverine figures, but most of the other Wolverine figures uses some of these body molds repeatedly. So I'd say these are quite a few of the main Wolverine body molds. Do check out my collection of Spidey figures in this video over here.